What up, though? It's your boy Goose, and welcome back to the channel for the official release of Madden 22. The day has finally arrived, and MUT season can officially begin. It's no more timers, no more trials. We can just wake up, dive into the game, and build our God squads. So, woke up this morning, went into the game. What did EA have waiting for us?
Not a damn thing!
Nothing! There was no pack refresh. There was no new challenges. Nothing. I mean, I was expecting Ultimate Kickoff at least. But I digress. I know it's on the way. I know it's coming. So if you are getting into the game and you actually experienced the trial and you expected new and exciting things, just wait. I think Friday they will have Superstar MVP and probably Ultimate Kickoff, and Saturday should be the Legends. So fingers crossed, hopefully that does happen. We have our content and the game can officially begin the way it should. But until then, we can still continue to grind our solos and most importantly, increase that MUT level, which is a extremely tedious process this year. Now, I have seen online some psychos have got to MUT level 50, which is insane. I mean, I'm jealous because I can't do that. But, I mean, that's kind of impressive. And I guess you would call that the no-life method. But, dude, I cannot sit here for hours and grind a solo to level 50 as long as it takes with the way they actually increase now. That is insane. So, shout out to anybody who has actually reached MUT level 50 or almost 50. That is quite impressive and outstanding. I gotta give props on that shit. That shit is nice. But that's something that we can continue to do now that we don't have any new content when the game is officially released. So that'd be great to do for the rest of the week, to finish all your solos, finish the gridiron and the campaign, get everything you can from both of those solos while up just pretty much increasing your MUT level, which would be perfect. So without any further ado, let's dive into this game and let's see exactly what's up with the coin making methods, and most importantly, the strategy cards. Let's dive in. Okay, folks, I'm gonna start this off by doing something a little non-conventional. So please don't try this at home. But one of the ways I have been making coins, because I got my coins all the way up to 1 million, but now I'm down to 153. This is after stacking a great team together and going through a lot of the strategy items, which I will show you in a minute. But one way I was able to get coins back is from the team fantasy packs we got from whatever version of the game you purchased, whether it's the MVP or the Dynasty. The only thing I really pulled out of there worth any value, I pulled a Travis Kelce power-up and a Jalen Ramsey power-up. The rest of the cards were basically gold, silvers, or some low elites. So I took all the gold cards. Well, first I took the silvers and I put them in exchange sets to exchange them to gold. And I think I got a Mostert power up by doing that as well. So I instantly sold that and got about 40K coins. But the rest, I've been doing this playbook method, whether it's offensive playbook or defensive playbook. And it's a good way to get coins. I've been doing it the last couple of days. So as you see, Miami Dolphins, I got 15K for the Chicago Bears. I got 13 for the Miami Dolphins, 11 for the Miami Dolphins, 14 for Miami Dolphins, Bills 14, Miami 11, Bills 11. Now you see the price kind of started to go down because it began to become, I guess, oversaturated. But when the game first released, I was getting 15 a pop just off playbooks. And what worked the best for me was Bills offense and Miami Dolphins defense. That made the most money for me when I was actually flipping them. But that's something I did with my leftover gold card from those team fantasy packs where I was trying to pull Tyreek Hill, but I got absolutely nothing. So I'm about to do something a little unorthodox. I could continue to do the playbook method, but it's kind of tedious and then it's kind of oversaturated. I wasn't exactly getting the return. I was getting 14K, 15K, but now I'm getting like 11 and 10, and then so many people are doing it, you may get like 8K. So it's not really, I mean, it's still coins, no doubt, but I'm a little desperate. I need training. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quick sell every gold or silver I have in my binder, which It's still not going to be a lot, but Jesus Christ, I need training. I want to put abilities and power up my players, mainly abilities on my quarterback. It just sucks so bad that I'm not used to playing the game with 0 abilities, and I feel like so many things would be better if I could put acrobat on my corners with as far as the defense and them not covering deep routes. If I could put one step ahead, maybe they'll cover deep routes. But I could put these gold packs and sets, exchange them, get higher cards, and keep it moving like that. But at this stage, bro, I'm going rogue right now. So I'm gonna do something a little unconventional and just quick sell them all. And Jesus Christ, a whopping 651 training. But I need 500 to put an X factor on a QB, so that's one of the things that I guess I'll do. But I got to start finding a way to get abilities. On the side note, this Russell Wilson power up is going for dirt cheap. We're talking about 1,200, so this may possibly be a good investment because he will get a superstar MVP card on Friday. Now, I'm not sure how good it's going to be because he's an improviser, but for 1,000 coins a card, I mean, you can't. I mean, I could afford to waste that in hopes of this card possibly going to maybe 5 or 10K. So just something to kind of look at. If you see one, snipe it. So with these exchange sets, obviously for the playbooks, if you want to check on the playbook exchange method, what I have been doing to kind of get me a lot of coins, even though it doesn't look like it now, I'll explain why I only have 153 coins, 53K coins now. It's the reason why my stash is so low, but I got to 1 million. But go into team items and look for offensive playbooks or defensive playbooks. The ones that have worked best for me is defense Miami Dolphins and offense Buffalo Bills. But that's kind of an ongoing thing that keeps changing throughout the day. I mean, the Giants defense may get hot. The Patriots offense may get hot. So you kind of want to look at the auction site to see what these books are going for in advance. And then whichever playbook has the highest return, that's the one you go for. It's the fantasy pack, so all teams will be in either pack. Just select offense or defense. Now, let me show you why, after all the coin making methods that I've done, which I've done a lot, while my coin stash is down to 153K. This strategy item exchange, which it's super important, which I didn't realize it at first, but it will make your players play differently. There are no chemistries, there is no sprinter, play fake, zone run, power run, any of that. That's all gone. No brawler, none of that. But you could still get those boosts within this strategy exchange set. It's a little confusing, but not really once you kind of understand what you're doing. So, with that being said, you have this first strategy item. You exchange 8 common strategy items for 1 random uncommon strategy item. Your common strategy items are the one that you get free. You do a couple of solos or you go through the campaign, they give you those little gray strategy cards. Those are just common. Those are basic stuff, kind of for shits and giggles that give you a little boost, but nothing really of any great importance. You know, it's just nothing really substantial with the gray ones. I mean, they give you a little something here and there, but not really a lot of bang for your buck. So you have to put 8 of those to get 1 random uncommon strategy. So these little gray ones right here, you would just plug directly in. I'm using these right now because I don't have a choice, but eventually when I'm able to upgrade, I will get rid of these. I will put these in this set to get 1 random uncommon strategy. So once you move up to random uncommon strategy, you will put 5 random uncommon strategies into this set to get the random rare, 1 random rare. And the rare is what you want. That's what you need to get. It gives you the most boosts, and this will allow you to eventually get to the point where you can add sprinter ×2 onto your team. So start with the green and turn the green to blue. So from gray to green to blue. Just keep it simple. Gray, green, blue. Blue is where you want to be. That's the rare. So once you put 5 green to the set, you have 1 blue. Once you have 1 blue, then you will move to this set right here. I mean, at the end of the day, you have the defensive fantasy for the uncommon and offense for the uncommon. But okay, I mean, if you just don't really have a lot of coins, you need something to get you through, use these sets, but I'm just going to go straight for the gusto. This is where you want to be. You want rare offensive fantasy and you want rare defensive fantasy. These are the 2 you want to be. This is what you want to get to, right? These are how you're going to add your speed boost. You can't add speed boost under any strategy besides these bottom 2. So if you go to rare defensive strategy, you would place 2 of the blue rare common strategy items to get 1 rare uncommon strategy item, and that's what you want to do. So I would place this blue one into this set, which I'll add up and show you right now. So now I need 1 more before I can get a rare defensive strategy item fantasy pack. This pack gives you 10 cards to choose from, all defensive. And this is where you'll get your speed boost for your defense. If you come up here, you'll get your speed boost for offense. Now, it's kind of a given, it's not guaranteed, right? Because I'm not sure exactly how many rare strategy cards there are, but this gives you a random 10. So it may give you a random 10 that doesn't really include Sprinter, which would suck. But trust me, I've gone through enough cards to know you won't always get Sprinter. I've lost literally 500k coins and I didn't get Sprinter once. So it will happen, so don't be disappointed, but I guess that's part of the game now. It's just like Vegas. Just imagine going to Vegas and using the slot machine and just not getting absolutely anything. That's basically what this is. So you're taking a risk, a gamble of all your coins and your strategy cards just to get this fantasy pack in hopes of getting one that includes Sprinter. So this is where you want to be. I'm not going to talk too much about the ones above it because all the ones above it are just a means to get down here. You want rare if you can. Now, if you know that your coin stash isn't like that, you don't really have time to grind the game, then okay, then you would probably want to go to the green one because that gets you some boost. You want to get a speed boost, but get you something at least. But you want to get down here, and in both of these, there's speed boost to offense and speed boost to defense. I plan on going through them both, but I would like to make my defense a lot faster first. Then I'll move to offense and pick strategy items that give my offense a boost. So very important, and it costs a lot. So just prepare yourself for that if you want that boost. And I mean, not something you really have to worry about a lot now, but eventually you probably will once everybody upgrades and has their team super fast. You don't want to get left behind. And I'll show you the strategy item that I actually have right now. I'll show you my team really quick. So this is the team I built. It took 2 bundles for me to get to this team, and that's why my stats is so low. I've pretty much done the best that I can right now. Right now I'm mud broke, so there's no other improvements that will be placed on this team. From here on out, it's just grinding the game, grinding my solos, grinding challenges, playing head to head, and slowly building my stash back up once weekend league starts, as well as solo battles. I grind the game completely. I'll buy a bundle every now and then when there's like a special promo or something like that, but it's not something that I would buy on a regular basis. So you won't see a bundle from me every weekend, but every now and then there's a promo, or if Dion, Michael Vick, and Randy Moss or Calvin Johnson drops like for Most Feared or Zero Chill, that's when you'll see me actually buy a bundle. But you do see, even the trash players, you see that their number overall is highlighted in blue because they're getting that boost from the actual card I have now. And the card I actually have now is right here. I have what's called, I mean, these are, like I say, these 2 are kind of mediocre. They give me some boost, but I'm just basically waiting to exchange these 2 for a rare. You put a rare right here. So your goal is to get all blue cards at the bottom. That's give you the most boost. As you see this card right here in the zone, that's definitely one that you want to get. It may take you a long ass time to get it, because it took me over 500k coins to pull this, finally get this one card, but I finally got it, and it gives me the boost that I need. So it boosts the zone run, play rec, awareness, pursuit, and speed. Let me give you a close-up of this actual card. As you can see, this one is for iron walls for your O-line, so it's kind of a minimum. Now you do have to power these up essentially and upgrade them with training, which I'm not going to do it because I don't plan on keeping this card for that long. It'll give me the boost I need now, but I plan on getting rid of this card and try to get a rare offensive strategy item very, very soon. So you upgrade it, and that's when you get your actual tiers. So once you continue to upgrade, you'll see it upgrades to 1 pass block, impact block, and you get another pass block. So you get 2 pass blocks and then 1 impact block as you kind of increase it. But like I was telling you, the one you need to really concern yourself with is not so much these common ones. It's the blue ones. As you can see, this is completely upgraded. I upgraded this all the way so I can get the full potential. And as you can see, I have +1 to pursuit and speed, 2 to zone, play rec, awareness. That's the same one. And so on. And most importantly, speed. That's all you need to worry about. It gives you 1 to speed, and it's only your DBs, which is fine. I don't think there's a strategy card. Well, there may be, because they're all random and nobody really knows every single card they've come out with, or if they'll come out with another card later on down the line. But maybe they'll come up with a card that gives speed to everybody. But from what I've seen, it's broken down to groups. You either can get your running back speed, your DB speed, or your defensive line speed. It's really how it's been so far. But this is the strategy card you want to look for and what you want to go after, 100%. It just takes some time. Now, how you get there is even more annoying. So you could choose to go in the store, which is what I did, and just rip this pack 1,000,000 times. You may get lucky. You may get lucky and pull the green strategy card. But for the most part, it's going to pump out a bunch of gray strategy cards you have to put into the set to create a green strategy card. And then once you get enough green strategy cards, put them in the set to get you the rare blue. That's how it's going to go. Now, you will get strategy cards from MUT levels, from certain challenges, but that would take you literally months to get 1 blue. So your best bet is to take your coins, which is why I'm down to 153, and rip this pack. That's your best bet to leveling up fast as far as on the strategy card side. There you see a gray, so this will go into that set to turn the gray into green. I'll rip a couple because I'm after the defensive rare strategy cards. And once I get both of the defensive rare strategy cards, then I want both of the offensive rare strategy cards, and then I'll be set. But that's going to be a long, tedious process. It's going to cost me a lot of coins. So it's kind of important to kind of get your teams formidable first. Make sure your team is at least formidable. And then all your excess coins, I would invest in this to upgrade your team to give them those boosts they need. As long as you have a team that can last for at least a little while. My team should be okay for a couple of months. So in that time frame, finally, now you will be able to get cards like this as well. It gives you mostly gray cards, but every now and then it will give you a green. I've never seen a blue, but I've seen green every now and then. So this actually helps a lot. But it's all about that rare at the end of the day. It's all about the rare. You got to get the rare one. And this kind of almost reminds me of the Trainer Variety Pack, obviously, but it just gives you more trash. The Trainer Variety Pack gave you a lot of nice stuff. This is just a tedious process. It's going to cost you a lot of heartache and a lot of coins. And then you'll get to the rare pack and you think you've got the rare fantasy pack. You pull the rare fantasy pack and you have 0 cards to give you speed. You're just pissed off. So it's going to be a process, but hey, it kind of gives you something to work for, and it kind of makes your coins that much more valuable. Another green, which is great. This is what you want to see. You see over the top, this is for all wide receivers. So spec catch, deep route running. Yeah, you see what it is. I'll pull one more after this, and I'll put it in the set for you so you can exactly see exactly what it is. To me, this is by far the best way to obtain strategy items fast. Okay, now with the packs I ripped for strategy cards, the gray ones, I'm just gonna say gray ones, you put it into this set to turn the gray into a green one. So now I have a green one. That's I mean, and this is not a bad card. I mean, the boost is not bad. You get a plus to zone coverage, play rec, awareness, and man coverage. But there's a higher level than this. So, I mean, like I said, you could use this card and be fine. But I'm going for the high end. So the green would go into this rare strategy exchange because you want the blue card. So essentially, I need one more green to get this rare strategy. Then I can put that rare strategy into this fantasy pack and I can get a pack, which I don't want to go down to 0 in the coins, but I'm gonna risk it for y'all. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit because I want y'all to at least see it so you can have that process in your brain to figure out exactly how you want to go about doing it. Okay, as you can see, I've just received another uncommon strategy item from exchanging the 8 commons. So it's another green uncommon, which is play fake. Once again, you could be happy with that and just add that to your team, but I'm going for the rare. So the rare exchange, and put that final card into this set. This gives me the final rare I need to put in either in the offensive fantasy or the defensive fantasy. Which, just the rare strategy item without doing the fantasy pack, this is a good card, right? I mean, you get man, catch, press, prayer rec, and aware. This is a good card that you can plug directly into your team. But do you want to risk it? There's more. Because this same card will be in the fantasy pack. So it kind of makes a little more sense unless you just don't want to risk anything to put into the fantasy pack and try to pull one that has speed. So I'm gonna place it into the defensive fantasy. And let's see. And this is basically what you'll be getting. And it's the same thing if you pick an offensive one. It's gonna be a fantasy pack of about 10. Some will have speed, some will not. So let's see how glitchy I can be right now. Maybe I'll pull 3 with speed. Perfect. Boom. Speed. Man coverage, press, play rec, awareness, and speed. This is what you want to look for in your fantasy pack. Okay, so as of right now, 2 of them have speed. So it's a matter of picking which one you want. So you have, where is it? Okay, you have in the zone, which gives you speed, gives you zone, play rec, awareness, man coverage, and speed. You also have the island, which gives you man, press, play rec, awareness, and speed. So I think the difference is, I think the island gives you awareness, and in the zone, it gives you awareness too. Play rec, man. Okay, so the island doesn't give you zone. That's the difference. And this one actually gives you zone. So this is what you have to do to get these strategy cards. Trust me, it's crucial. You want to get these strategy cards. It's you're going to get dominated if you don't, because imagine somebody like Jalen Ramsey, right? Whose coverage stats are better than any corner in the game right now. But his speed is so damn slow. So imagine putting 2 of these cards. Now you can't stack the card. You can't have 2 in the zones, but you can put 1 in the zone and 1 in the island for your defensive strategy cards, and that'll boost speed times 2. This boosts CBs and this boosts all DBs. So you want to kind of make sure you're aware of that, because these are 2 different cards, even though they're similar. So I can't get 2 in the zones and stack it, but you can stack 1 in the zone and 1 in the island. So you have to be very careful with that, but you will definitely need to do this method and find ways to upgrade your team. Now, eventually, once all the corners are 99 speed, then this card wouldn't matter. Once the cards are 99 speed, I would get something like Mind Reader. Because you don't have to worry about speed, and I would want to boost the zone, the man, the pursuit, the play rec, and the awareness. That's perfect as far as making the complete corner. Mind Reader is ideal. I'm almost thinking about getting it now. That is perfect. There's also one, it's similar to this outside and in. It actually is called outside and in, but there's two different outsides and ins. And this boosts your speed of your ends and your offensive linebacker. This one does not. There's another one that does. So this would also be a great card. If it had speed, I probably would get it. So this is the gist of how you put chemistries on your team. So get used to it, get familiar. At some point you have to cross this road, you have to do this. And as you can see, all the boost I'm getting from those two cards. He has a +2 to speed, +2 to play rec, +2 to man, +2 to zone, +1 to press, which is pretty substantial for a corner at release. It's pretty substantial. Like he's a little bit faster than Jalen Ramsey, who is pretty much one of the best corners in the game. So Jalen Ramsey would have 88 speed. But I mean, this is amazing at release. The boost you can get from those cards, they're expensive, but you see what the cards can actually do to your player. And you're gonna need to do all these things, because I went and played one head-to-head online game without fully stacking my team, and I got crucified. Like it was bad. Like I made the mistake of forgetting to upgrade my O-line. So I opened some bundles, I got some skilled players. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go into head-to-heads, because I had the skilled players in the positions, but I forgot to upgrade my O-line. I had silvers and golds on my O-line, and I, for the most part, pretty much got molested that whole match. It was bad. So I'm gonna sit back, take some time back, grind the game, grind the mud levels, and get these cards to boost my players. As you see, Fabian Monroe, 92 speed. So you definitely need to get those cards. If not, you will get dominated. So with that being said, upgrade your teams, grind the game, and I will be back with another video on tomorrow. Y'all take it light. Peace.